Frico, odd name, huh? You might have not have heard of it. But Frico is a dish from Friuli Venezia Giulia, the area where I come from. So Italy, 20 regions. You look at the boot in the right-hand corner, you know, the Alps end there. And there's a great culture of pasture and cows. And this cheese is made there. Montasio, 100% cow's milk, delicious. And it cooks beautifully. So let's start with the filling. So this is kind of two crusts of cheese with some home fries in between. So here is the onion. Potatoes are boiled. Let's just clean them. And you want them cooked completely, just as you would make home fries. And you can put different things in there. You know, you can put sausages and all, but I'm gonna show you the simple way to do it, which is the delicious. And then you can, again, make my recipe yours. Absolutely. Let's cut that. Onions going, let's put in the potatoes. You want to get it nice and caramelized, you know, like you like your home fries. Let's put some salt. And then I like to add some scallion just for freshness. So let's okay. So the Montasio cheese, I like it best for making a frico when it is about 6 to 8 months. Not too dry, not too fresh. It cooks best then. If it's too aged, if it's over a year, it kind of becomes too intense and it lets out the fat. But this milkiness like that, it is perfect. You take a piece, you grate it on a box grater until you get this. And that's all you want. Okay, I'm gonna throw in the scallions. A little bit of scallions. That will give it a little bit of freshness. And I will continue cooking this right here while we get, so that's still cooking. The frico will be like a tortilla, if you will. A nice tortilla this size is a good size. It's a 10-inch pan. Non-stick works really good, although it will work even in a cast iron, but non-stick is the best. So start with that. And you heat up a little bit the pan. Do not burn the cheese because the cheese becomes bitter when you burn it. So we're making a bottom crust with the cheese, just like that. The cheese will melt and we'll make a little crust, and this will be our little envelope that will hold the potatoes, just like that. So you can see that you can put many things here. You can put ham. We do put prosciutto. You can put mushrooms, sausages, and then we make the top layer. Slowly work the side. Do not move it. Let it form that crust. I'm just helping it. It will begin to kind of dance in the pan when you shake it once it is ready. So once it has formed a solid crust on the bottom, you will be able to tell. Just do not put too high of heat. So I am loosening up, and I can see that it's, you see, it's sliding in the pan. That means that it has made the crust. Now, you know, I could just flip it like that, but I want to make it easy for you, so you slide it on a plate, just like that. Let's see, let's take off any extra fat. You put the pan, you cover it, just like that, and you flip it. And here it is. So we'll get the other side just as crusty. Okay, again, help it out to loosen because you don't want to overcook it. And it's done, just like that. The winery and the land and the home that we have in Friuli, near Cividale del Friuli, is a link back to the times that I remember so dearly, me growing up with food. And I thought that, you know, it'd be great for my children to experience some of that, just be in the hillside, in the countryside, and have the chickens running around, make some wine. It ultimately turned into a little business that we do make our own wine. We have a restaurant with some rooms, so that now we kind of extended that even to our guests, our American guests, that could come and experience with us. Orsone in Cividale del Friuli is a place that we go every summer, that the family goes, that the kids kind of went every summer. Now they're big, but they grew up there. And I would go with them, and I just love go foraging with them, go feed the chickens, make the pasta, kind of relive my youth with them. You could serve it just like that, with a salad on top, and it's a great lunch. You can serve it like that, with an egg on top. It's a great breakfast. It is a great hors d'oeuvre when you get the people coming over. You make these and you cut them just like a pizza in slices. Let me do that for you. Just like that. And here it is. And it's nice and crispy here. So I'm going to taste it too. So now let's get a bite. You see on the other side, it's nice and crispy. Doesn't get any better. Cheese, potatoes, onions. I mean, you know, it's one of those flavors that I kind of grew up with, and I love it. And it just feels like home.